I want to invite you into our home for a day of homemaking. First step on the agenda this morning is cleaning up the kitchen. I have my kefir smoothie. After that, I'm planning to bring some spring into our home, swap out some linens, bring in some plants. I have a couple of plans for things I want to do in the living room. I'm gonna change over, hopefully if I get to all this, the china cabinet to a bookshelf and see how that looks, and just a few other things, so join me as I take you along on our day. You're gonna come help me, Daniel? Okay, here's the shredder. You wanna shred the cheese? All right, the kitchen is clean-ish, and so now we're gonna be making another mess. It's time to make lunch. I'm gonna keep lunch really simple today. This afternoon, I really wanna start working on my linen curtains for the living room. And so I just don't have a whole lot of time. I need to get a lot of things done in this time slot that I would otherwise try to push off till the nap time slot. Yeah, I'm gonna cut up a red onion. So we're gonna keep this really, really simple. I have some bread rising from yesterday, some einkorn sourdough bread. And so I'm hopefully gonna get that baked this afternoon and then maybe have like a breakfast for dinner this afternoon. Like a French toast and eggs. So for lunch, I'm just gonna do really basic nachos. I have some of these organic tortilla chips. I have some sausage from my sister's farm. I'll brown that up, add some red onions, some black beans, cheese, throw it in the oven, and then clean up the boys' fort they've been making this morning. And then I really want to, after getting this lunch going, I want to get some more einkorn sourdough bread going. It is my goal to get in the habit of making bread every single day, just keeping it in the normal routine, like after morning cleanup or right after lunch prep, before lunch, mixing together the dough ingredients so that each day there's a fresh loaf of bread. It only takes 15 minutes at the most to get done. It's just one of those things, if it's not in your routine, it won't happen, but it can be, and then it just is something you don't really have to think about once it becomes habitual. And so that's what I'm really hoping to accomplish. So after this, we're gonna get some einkorn sourdough bread dough going. You can find that recipe. I shared it in my, one of my very most recent videos, our everyday bread recipe. I'll also leave it linked down below. We still have snow on the ground, but it is melting so quickly. It's in the 50s today, so the boys are outside with just their coats on, no snow gear. I'm super happy about that. It makes me think about spring coming. This is always the time of year where it's not spring, but it's almost March, and I want to get all of my greenery out that I had out for the winter season. I still have some pine sitting on the hutch that I need to get rid of. I took everything off the windowsill and added plants, but now I'm ready to do that other places. And whenever I take all of that out, it just feels very void, and I want to get in some greenery that isn't Christmas greenery or winter greenery, but plants. So we're gonna do that in a bit. As I switch over our bedroom from Christmas to spring, I wanna tell you about today's video sponsor, Brooklinen. These are Brooklinen's pure linen sheets. I pulled them out of the box and I was so excited. They just have this crinkly linen, airy, light feeling. Everything I love about linen. It looks a little bit looser and it has that texture. I am so excited to put this on our bed. I got the linen hardcore bundle in the color Haze. It's sort of a gray color, but it almost has a lavender hint to it, which is for me a perfect color for spring. If you follow along with my channel, you're probably already familiar with Brooklinen, but if not, Brooklinen is a brand that offers high quality, luxurious sheets, but without that luxury price by cutting out the middleman. They were founded on the idea that people deserve simple, beautiful home essentials, but without having to pay ridiculously high prices. You can save 25% by purchasing sheets in the bundles. So I have the hardcore bundle, which has everything that I need to dress the bed for spring in this new soft linen. You can choose all one color or to mix and match from 25 plus colors and patterns for whatever style that you want. Brooklinen sheets are tried and true. They have over 90,000 5-star reviews on their website, so lots of happy customers all across the world. I personally love sleeping in this linen set whenever they're freshly washed, especially when it's summer and I can hang them out on the line and bring in these fresh sheets. They are so comfortable. You can get yours at a discount because between now and February 23rd, Brooklinen is having their huge President's Day sale. So you can click my link below and get 15% off of all Brooklinen products. I decided to mix and match my bed. So I went with the Haze linen pillowcases, fitted sheet, and top sheet, and then the white linen duvet. I like the contrast. It all feels very light and airy for the upcoming season. It gives our bedroom a new fresh look. I also put the linen quilt at the foot of the bed. I've been doing that for years now. It's my favorite little addition to the bed. It just makes it feel finished and polished, and it also, obviously for the winter, gives us another blanket if we get cold. I have the linen duvet filled with down comforter, so also more warmth there. I can take that out when it's summer, but for now it is obviously very much still winter. So I have the light look, but with all of the comfort and warmth needed for winter. The next thing on my homemaking agenda for today, which I'm already running low on time, so I'll have to do some things with the kids awake, is this curtain project. So I wanted pleated curtains in our living room. Daniel, be quiet, okay? Can you be quiet for 1 second? You can't? But I wanted them in a linen color as opposed to white, and the ones that I bought for the living room were white. These are actually some really inexpensive linen curtains, just basic with the tab tops. And I bought some pleater or pleat tape and the pleat hooks. So I'm just gonna sew this on about a 1/2 inch from the top and then turn these very basic curtains into pleated curtains. Hopefully it turns out how I'm expecting, but I think it's a pretty straightforward process. see if I can remember how to do this without referring back to my original tutorial. So there's 4 prongs on the pleat hook, and I'm just gonna grab, this has a little bit of a different back than the one I did before. So I think if I just grab every one of them in and then skip several inches, I need to measure, I think I figured 4 of these hooks per panel, which is what I had to order the number of rings for my hanging it up. Pretty sure I figured 4 per. I'll count and then I'll know for sure. Okay, on the curtains in our bedroom, the white ones I did 5 rings per panel. This panel is not quite as wide, and so I'm doing 4. So in order to have the 4 hooks, I'm gonna put 1 on each end. Then after that, I'm going to divide what's left in 3 quadrants and have 2 pleat hooks in between that. So I'll show you when it's all done. Here's the finished product. I have 4 pleat hooks here in the back. I just spaced them evenly, knowing that I wanted 4. Like I said, on these here, I did 5, but they are a wider panel to begin with. So this project was really easy. I obviously still have 7 more panels to go, but these were, I think, around $20 a panel. They're a linen blend, and they're 110 inches long, which is what I need. I just had to buy this pleat tape, super easy sew if you're not even a good sewer. All you have to do is sew it down here and here along the top, and then just put these hooks in it to give this more tailored look versus just hanging there. I really like the pleats. Again, here's how they look here in our bedroom. Really hard to shoot in the windows. It looks pretty in real life, but then just blown out on the camera. Did mommy change the picture at nap time today?
Yeah.
I need to think of something to do with the mantle here, but these were more springy, less Christmassy. I totally forgot about my bread, so it's overbaked. So I'm just gonna make a French toast casserole. I'm gonna cut this all up. I'm going to do some eggs and cream, let it soak a bit. I might even add in some mascarpone and some blueberries, but we're still gonna go with the breakfast for dinner theme. And then I have bread going for tomorrow. So this is my hopeful goal, is that I'm gonna get in this habit, at least for now, of making bread daily. So at least 2 days in a row so far, I guess we could say. I had a few more things I wanted to accomplish today, and I'm already losing daylight and running out of time, but we're gonna be painting this room, and I ordered samples. I discussed in my last homemaking video that this is all part of homemaking, making a beautiful home. As I live in my home more, always am looking on how to improve things, make things more functional, cozy. Adding curtains in here is gonna be one of those things. Also, I want to repaint it because the trim in here is very beautiful. Oh man. But it doesn't stand out. And so I want to bring in some very subtle color. You might laugh if you are an actual color lover, because these are very subtle. My husband laughed when he saw my samples that I ordered because they're indistinguishable to him, quite distinguishable, if that's a word, to me. So I will show you here what they look like, and I'm actually gonna get them all up on the wall today because I wanna live with them for a couple of weeks before we decide to actually paint. Right off the bat, I can see that I don't like some. I wanted more of a tan than a gray, and some of these are definitely way too gray. So I'm gonna put them up anyways because this is a south-facing room. It gets tons of light, and so things read a little differently in here. And so I think that's where I've had a challenge with this room. Other rooms, I feel like the trim stands out pretty well. But in here it just blends in. And I know once we get the curtains up, which the curtains I'm working on today are the ones that will go in here. But whenever I opened this package, I told my husband I knew right away which one I wanted. So I'll put them up, but I think I already know just based on seeing them. But this is probably the most prudent thing I've ever done with painting. I normally just hope for the best, but I'm gonna actually think about it this time because I don't have a lot of time to waste. And so spending an entire afternoon painting and then discovering that I don't like the color is what I'm definitely hoping to avoid by doing this. All right, did not look like much color, but once I got it up against the color that we currently have, it's quite a bit of color. Or, I mean, not color, but a change anyways.
I want to put that sticker on.
You wanna help me put a sticker on the wall?
Yeah.
Mommy's putting it close to the trim because I wanna see that it's gonna make the trim stand out. I also wanna observe it tomorrow in the light that comes in this massive south-facing window. We can put some over here. You wanna do this one?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna stick it?
Right the way up there.
I'd like to do that, but I don't think we can reach.
Right.
How about you stick it? You and Mommy stick it? We'll stick it together?
Right here.
Right there? Okay.
No, I'm going to right
Okay, go ahead, put it on. Oh, well, it's a little crooked. I want it kind of straight. You gonna get it? Okay, ready, push. Good job.
I don't want it right here or here or here.
Where do you want it then? You're not that tall.
Yes, I can. I can do it.
Here, Mommy's thinking, right? Look, this would be a
No, I'll do it, I'll
oh,
do
it's
it.
upside down. It's upside down, see? You gonna put it right
I'll
here?
do it. I'll do it.
Okay, good job. I'm gonna get my bread, my einkorn bread that it's been doing its bulk ferment for a while on the stovetop here where it's warm, into the refrigerator to bake tomorrow, and then that is the extent of it. We got the kids in bed, and we'll just repeat this all again tomorrow. That's the thing about homemaking. It's repetitive. Sometimes it can feel like a thankless job, but it is important work. And that is what I'm trying to show through videos like this, that I'm there with you. I'm doing the same kind of repetitive work that you are, and that even though sometimes it feels like it doesn't matter, it definitely does. It matters, and I don't think you'll regret it. So here's to another day of taking care of little ones, which a lot of that I don't even show in these videos, but that is what a lot of the day is spent doing. Cooking, tidying up, making the home beautiful. We're gonna keep working on our living room makeover, brainstorming it, and working on parts of that. So I'll be taking you all along with all of that. As always, if you are brand new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living in the handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by our farm.